now that we have got the Honorable Tinda Molo as the leader of our team in those negotiations. And my colleagues will announce the...
You can actually announce.
Actually, they have actually settled on the Honorable Gitonga Murugara as the leader of the negotiating team on the Kenya Kwanza side. So that is settled. We have got one sticking issue that needs to be resolved. In the course of our engagement this morning, we did raise the issue of the inclusion of the Honorable Aden Kainan, the MP for Elders, as a member of the Kenya Kwanza negotiating team. And our objection was premised on the fact that Aden Kainan is a member of Jubilee Party, and the Jubilee Party remains a constituent party of the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition. They have also raised an issue in the course of our discussions about our inclusion of the Honorable David Kosing as a member of our negotiating team, as Azimio, on the ground that the Honorable Kosing's party leader, the Honorable Governor Longanyapuo, has since entered in some arrangement with the Kenya Kwanza, which of course we are not privy to, I must confess. So we have objected to their objection. Okay? They have equally objected to our objection. And therefore, to be frank enough, that amounts to a stalemate. But we have chosen, as the leadership of the two coalitions in the houses, that for us to resolve this matter and move forward and progress this engagement, we shall be referring these matters to the leadership of our respective coalitions, with a view to having it resolved the soonest possible time, so that we can have this process back on course. But more importantly, we have allowed the two negotiating teams to begin engaging informally to explore the issues of the terms of reference of this bipartisan process or committee, and the nature that they should take the discussions themselves. And if there are areas that, of course, they don't agree, they would be able to come back to us and the leadership of the two coalitions. So we're basically giving them the go-ahead to explore all the issues that they would want to explore, including the various issues they want to include as terms of reference to enable us to move forward. So for now, that's what I'll say. Thank you very much.
Ichungwa.
Thank you. And as the leader of minority has ably stated, we have had what we term as a preliminary engagement on the bipartisan process as the House leadership, both in the Senate and in the National Assembly. And without belaboring what has already been stated, it is indeed true there is that issue on the composition of the bipartisan team. And as has been stated, we appreciate that the composition of both teams, that of the Azimio coalition, that of the Kenya Kwanza coalition, was arrived at following engagements between the party leadership of both coalitions and the membership, the party membership, in our respective parliamentary group meetings. And it is therefore not an issue that, as the House leadership, we can ably resolve in this meeting. And that is why we have referred it back to our party leaders for guidance together with our respective party organs, vis-a-vis the PG and other relevant party organs. Two, as has been said, we have also agreed that as informal as the process has been in this engagement that we had this morning as a House leadership, we also appreciate that the bipartisan committee is yet to be formally established as would be in Parliament, and therefore they can begin what we term as the preliminary informal engagements to begin work on the terms of reference of what they ought to be doing and see if they can strike a balance. Our prayer and our hope is that as we have engaged as a House leadership, it is a beginning, and we are all intent in settling all the issues, and we have said that indeed we have been speaking at each other in press conferences, in rallies, in other public engagements, but today we begin to speak to each other, not at each other, and to engage and put all the issues that have been raised out there on the table and be able to agree on them. And we have confidence that under the leadership of Mheshimiwa Otiende Amolo and Mheshimiwa Gitonga Murugara, this team will be able to deal with all those issues and any sticking issues that they find that they cannot deal with. We have remained and we remain open ourselves together with our party leaders for escalation of such issues that they may find need further resolution upwards to delegate upwards for resolution. And I just want to assure the country that as the House leadership, we are intent on beginning this process with a spirit of give and take. It is a negotiation, it is a dialogue process, and that is why we have committed to speaking to each other. And I think I'll end it there. Thank you.
Hamjambo.
Jambo.
Kitu cha kwanza pengine ningependa kupendelea kwanza kwamba huu ni mkutano wa kwanza wa viongozi wa hizi nyumba mbili, bunge la kitaifa na bunge la seneti. Tumekaa na tumeweza kuelewana. Kitu cha kwanza ni kwamba katika wale watu ambao tulikuwa tumewachagua, 7 upande huu na 7 upande huu, ni jambo ambalo tumejadiliana na tumeafikiana ya kwamba ni sawa, wanaweza kukaa kwanza na wakaanza mkutano. Mkutano huu hauegemei pande yoyote. Sisi tunasema katika majadiliano haya na majadiliano yaliyoko wazi, nipe nikupe, tukizingatia ya kwamba nchi yetu ni muhimu zaidi kuliko mtu yote. Kwa hiyo mimi nataka kusema tu ya kwamba sisi kama viongozi tumeona hiyo ndio njia ya kwenda, na kwamba kwa vile tumeshakubaliana wale ambao watakuwa vinara kwa upande ule walio wengi katika kwa upande huu wa Kenya Kwanza na kwa upande wa Azimio, tumeshakubaliana katika wale viongozi wao watakao waongoza katika majadiliano haya na pia mikataba ambao wataweza kuijadilia. Mimi nasema tu ya kwamba tukae kama Wakenya na tukiamini ya kwamba tutaweza kupata suluhu. Pale ambapo hatukuweza kuelewana ni pengine katika wale wabunge wawili, kwa upande wa Aden Keinan aliyeko upande ule katika jina lake liko katika ule upande wa Kenya Kwanza, ndugu yetu Kosing aliye katika listi ya upande wetu wa Azimio. Lakini haya yote yakijiri ni kwamba tutarudi nyuma kidogo na tutaweza kupata mwelekeo kutoka kwa viongozi wetu, na mara tu tutakapopata uongozi huo, jawabu kutoka katika hao viongozi wawili, basi tutakubaliana na majadiliano yataendelea kama kawaida. ama kama sawa.